by Fubara standing his ground to ensure that local government election happen inside the state. That guy succeeded in disgracing Nyesom Wike in boss, in political godfather. Succeeded in disgracing PDP in party. That one said not even contest the election. Succeeded in disgracing the Nigerian police force, and by extension, who? IGP, Inspector General of Police. He disgraced these people. And you cannot fault him on any action or decision that he has taken. Fubara, they say you know no politics. Oga, you are the juggernaut. Juggernaut. Ta! This is article called the back on top TV. Story. This is a juggernaut. Hey, jugger something. Nine be this. Getting it. If you see, I won't give you a breakdown of the things that happened surrounding this election in Rivers State. Both the court judgment that came, how that court judgment is faulty, what the Supreme Court said about local government election, the role of the Nigerian police to safeguard lives and properties and not being partisan. Everything will consign this, bro. Will happen as per say a state like Rivers State won't conduct ordinary local government election. Ordinary local government election. Now, the same come like national election, presidential election they won't contest. I mean they won't conduct. Hey, you getting it? Can I to come down finally scatter every? You know, say if you find anything, like if anything's up now, and you won't know as that thing take happen, and you hear say Kenneth to come talk on that matter, my guy go watch that video. Kenneth Sabi lay fan. I don't know why that guy no be lecturer. You go to ask him. The guy Sabi lay foundation. He go lay foundation, then start to build on the foundation so that you go understand in toto out toto how the matter be. He Sabi lay fan. You know, see that foundation women they lay for their face before they go put it. The guy Sabi, if that guy na makeup artist, I swear nobody go pass her for foundation. You go if they lay foundation well, then nakana the gist, nakana the matter in a way that you self you go know say na true be this. Kenneth Okonkwo don bust around everywhere now with detailed analysis of the whole situation as regards local government election in Rivers State and all the parties involved. We make can be like say everywhere on top social media. Hey, Rivers State election. Una wombo. Let us listen to Kenneth Okonkwo with his analogy and meet in the conversation and dialogue. That's how we do it, Abi. I gotta wait for enough for there. I'm gonna watch.
I would describe the situation in Rivers State as a state of madness, and I would describe the conduct as embarrassing. First and foremost, that a PDP will sabotage the government of PDP in Rivers State by purporting they are not going to partake in the election, in the local government election in Rivers State, tells you that PDP now, as presently constituted, is a party of abnormality, and that APC's government cannot do the right thing to encourage Rivers State to conduct its local government election, tells you that APC party as presently constituted is an apology. So these two parties have become unapologetically abnormal, and that is what is happening to the Nigerian state. Nigeria has become a nation that is unapologetically abnormal because of the influence of this PDAPC. I said it before that these two parties, they are the two heads of a monster, and we can see what is going on. Let us come into the issue of local government election. First and foremost, if you recall, the last regime of the local government in Rivers State, when their tenure ended, they wanted to extend their tenure through the instrumentality of the House of Assembly. And I was in support that it was illegal. And Governor Fubara wanted to use a caretaker committee to replace them. I was one of the lawyers that said this is illegal and that I do not support Governor Fubara to do that. And Governor Fubara can see that the Supreme Court cited some of us who said that the Constitution is clear on how the local government should be governed. Section 7(1) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, states the system of local government by democratically elected local government councils is under this Constitution guaranteed, and every state shall ensure its existence by a law which provides for its establishment, for the structure, for the composition, for the finance and functions. The key phrase is democratically elected. The key statement. Now, the Supreme Court that gave judgment based on the case that Tinubu took to court through his Attorney General, gave a judgment that no local government in Nigeria should be governed again by caretaker committee, and that elections must hold. And they put a punishment that any local government that does not comply, the allocation to that local government should be withdrawn. And after consultation, 90 days was agreed on. So 90 days from that judgment, not only that it is illegal, unlawful, but it attracts punishment that can make a local government and a state unviable. And Fubara marshaled out the state, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, to organize the local government election in accordance with the Supreme Court judgment, in accordance with the provision of Section 7. And then you're telling me that some politicians who are enemies of progress, enemies of Rivers State, enemies of Rivers people, are parading the judgment of a lower court to say you will frustrate the judgment of the Supreme Court. That is judicial recklessness. Let me give you an example. In United States, the DOJ was prosecuting Donald Trump, a former president, for interrupting and trying to overthrow the election. The president went to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court gave judgment that he has some immunities. Immediately the Supreme Court gave judgment, whether you like it or not. The whole system, the whole persons and authority in the United States now started doing everything, including the DOJ, to make sure they conform with the Supreme Court judgment. Whenever the Supreme Court gives judgment, the only duty of lower courts, the only duty of any person or any authority in Nigeria, is to ensure that the Supreme Court judgment is enforced. So the courts ought to be giving orders of mandamus, compelling every party that is involved in election of Rivers State, which include INEC, because INEC must give the register to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, which includes the RESC, that is Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, which include the police, any person or any authority. What they should do or ought to have done is that they must do everything the law said they must do to comply with the order of the Supreme Court, which is that local government election must be held in Rivers State within 90 days. And so the IG of police going against the judgment of Supreme Court, because he's parading the judgment of a high court, is a blasphemy. Now, let me give you an example. If the IGP of police gives an order and a police corporal disobeys it, and the IG summons the police corporal, and the police corporal stands in front of him and says, yes sir, I disobeyed it because immediately you finished giving the order, the commissioner of police in my state gave a contrary order, and I decided to obey the order of the commissioner of police instead of your order. What do you think the IG should do to the policeman? Sack him. But that policeman, the corporal, has done exactly what the IG is doing. IG is purportedly saying he has an order of a high court, when the Supreme Court has given an order, and he's saying he has decided to obey the order of the high court instead of that of the Supreme Court. And what does that mean? The IGP should be fired.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.